Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share a timeless story that you might have heard before, but I promised there's a powerful lesson in it for all of us, no matter how old we are. It's the story of the mighty lion and a tiny, humble mouse. Picture this. Deep in the heart of a lush, sprawling jungle, a magnificent lion. The undisputed king was taking a nap under the shade of a massive baobab tree. The sun was warm, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and all was peaceful. Suddenly, a little mouse, scurrying about his day without a care in the world, accidentally ran right across the lion's nose. Woken from his slumber with a jolt, the lion was furious. He let out a deafening roar that shook the entire jungle. In one swift move, he pinned the terrified little mouse under his enormous paw. "How dare you disturb my rest?" he bellowed, his voice echoing through the trees. The mouse trembled, his heart pounding in his tiny chest. He knew this was the end. "Oh, mighty king," the mouse squeaked, his voice barely a whisper. "Please forgive me. I didn't mean to wake you. It was an accident. If you spare my life today, I promise I will never forget your kindness. Who knows, perhaps one day I can repay you." The lion let out a hearty laugh. The idea was absurd. How could a creature so small and insignificant ever help him, the powerful king of the jungle? The thought was so funny to him that his anger melted away. He lifted his paw. "All right, little one," he chuckled. "Run along. The thought of you helping me is the best laugh I've had all day." The mouse, overjoyed and relieved, thanked the lion profusely and scurried away, vowing to remember the lion's mercy. Weeks turned into months. The lion continued his reign, and the mouse went about his daily business, always keeping a respectful distance. Then one day, a group of hunters entered the jungle. They were clever and knew the lion's habits. They set a trap, a huge net made of thick, strong ropes, and before he knew it, the mighty lion was caught. He thrashed and roared with all his might, but the more he struggled, the tighter the ropes became. His roars of frustration and fear echoed for miles, but no animal was brave or strong enough to help. But his cries reached the ears of one tiny creature. The little mouse recognized the roar of the king who had spared his life. Without a second thought, he scurried towards the sound. When he arrived, he saw the pitiful sight of the magnificent lion, completely entangled and helpless. "Don't worry, Your Majesty," the mouse chirped confidently. "I'm here to help." The lion looked down, his eyes filled with despair. He had little hope, but he had no other choice. The mouse immediately got to work. He began to gnaw on the thick ropes with his small, sharp teeth. One by one, he chewed through the strands. He gnawed and gnawed tirelessly for what felt like hours. Slowly but surely, the thick ropes began to fray and snap. Finally, with one last determined bite, the main rope broke and the net fell away. The lion was free. He stood up, shook his majestic mane, and looked down at the tiny mouse with a newfound respect. "You were right," little friend," the lion said, his voice filled with humility and gratitude. "I laughed at the thought of you ever helping me, but you have saved my life. I have learned a valuable lesson today. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted." From that day on, the lion and the mouse became the most unlikely of friends. The story reminds us that compassion and mercy are powerful gifts, and it teaches us that everyone, no matter their size or status, has value and the potential to make a huge difference. Never underestimate the power of a small act of kindness. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I enjoy telling it. It's a classic for a reason. If it resonated with you, hit that like button and please subscribe to the channel for more stories and lessons that inspire us to be better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.